This episode, we reveal how Israel is desperately trying to downplay the devastating destruction that Iranian missiles have wrought upon the Zionist state. I never fully appreciated the German word Schadenfreude until Iranian ballistic and hypersonic missiles slammed into Tel Aviv over the weekend. In English, Schadenfreude means to take great pleasure from another person's misfortune. And hardly anything has brought me more joy than watching Israelis take to social media to complain about being bombed by a foreign military. The irony couldn't be more delicious, because the same people who told Palestinians to stop crying about being bombed are the same people who are now running and scrambling for the nearest bomb shelter. Call it karmic justice, call it righteous vengeance, or call it something else. But Iranian missiles have gone a long way to restoring our faith in humanity and our hope for ultimate justice. And justice is exactly what this is. Remembering that 82% of Israelis celebrate the genocide that has taken place in their name for the past 21 months, resulting in the slaughter of upwards of 100,000 Palestinians, 75% of whom were women and children. We are talking about a genocide that Israelis have turned into a major tourism attraction, as they enjoy picnics and take selfies while Palestinians are incinerated and starved to death in the background. But now how the tables have turned. Israelis are getting a taste of their own medicine, having started an unprovoked war against Iran, a country that boasts the largest and most diverse ballistic missile stockpile in the Middle East. Israeli cities are on fire. This is not Gaza, this is downtown Tel Aviv. This is what Israel is desperate to keep hidden from the world, as it does its best to conceal the magnitude of Iran's counterattack. What Israel really doesn't want you to know is that its much vaunted Iron Dome air defense system completely failed against Iran's third wave of attack on Sunday evening. You can see Iranian missiles moving freely over Israeli airspace to reach their targets. You're watching an Iranian missile completely destroy a missile interceptor at Israel's Nevatim airbase. Boom, a direct hit, it's gone. And now, you're watching a ballistic missile slam into Israel's equivalent of the Pentagon, the Ministry of Defense building, a direct hit that Zionist-controlled media outlets refuse to report. That is with the exclusion of Fox News, which earned the Israeli government's anger by reporting the truth on this occasion. Israel claims that only 8 Israelis have been killed by Iranian strikes during the past few days. But then again, Israel lies about anything and everything, even things you can see clearly with your own 2 eyes. The reality is way more Israelis have been killed, with dozens, possibly hundreds or even thousands of Israelis buried or trapped beneath the rubble. They now share a similar fate to the more than 10,000 Palestinians who remain buried under the rubble of their own homes in Gaza. An irony lost on Netanyahu's official spokesperson, who now complains about Israelis being targeted while they sleep. Maybe somebody should tell him that 50% of all Palestinians killed in Gaza during the past week were killed while sleeping in tents, as others are murdered while lining up for food and humanitarian aid. Israel is finding out the hard way that it's far more difficult to fight against the military of a nation state than it is to kill starving children in an open-air prison. What frustrates and maddens me the most is the thought of how many lives could have been saved in Gaza had Iran or anyone else hit Israel this hard and much sooner.